Right now, revisiting the disappearance of a Sauk County 13-year-old 1 year after he vanished, as the community still holds out hope for his safe return.
Tracking a line of history of severe thunderstorms with destructive winds and damage in Lancaster and Boscobel. We'll be seeing this line through Dane County, and a second line is on the way.
And we'll hear directly from Baraboo Superintendent Rainey Briggs, his comments on the incident at the Baraboo graduation, where he was confronted on stage by an angry parent.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Well, thanks for staying with us tonight. A warm day across southern Wisconsin with temperatures in the upper 80s for much of the day.
Yeah, warm and humid, and with those warm temperatures comes a chance for some storms tonight. An alert day is in the forecast for tonight. For more on what we could see in the next couple of hours, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Susan, Eric, last night we were mentioning a line of thunderstorms. Some severe would be moving through southern Wisconsin right at this point in time, and that has verified. Strong line of thunderstorms stretching from Sauk County down through Iowa County into the northern portion of Lafayette County continues to prompt a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:15 p.m. The storm does have a history producing destructive winds of 60 to 70 miles per hour. We have reports of trees and power lines down in Lancaster and Boscobel, and I've drawn this line of communities that would be in the path of this storm a little bit out ahead of it because this storm is gusting out, meaning the strong winds are preceding the rain and the lightning. This would bring this into Arena in just a moment or two here, actually right now at 4:58 p.m. Mazomania at 5:05 p.m. Springdale at 5:16 p.m. and then Middleton at 5:23 p.m. if this line of thunderstorms does hold together with the potential for severe weather. Our Queen Bee Radio Skycam showing the scene once you get past the gusty winds and you got the heavy rain, you've got the lightning, even the camera's still moving about there too. And you can see the ominous sky building here in Madison as that shelf cloud or that gust front approaches Dane County from the west. It's warm at 85. The dew point's rising up as well. That's that moisture that we need for showers and thunderstorms. And while we will get a break of thunderstorms here in Madison at 10 o'clock, coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track another line of storms expected later tonight.
All right, Alex, thanks. And for this alert day or any in the future, once again, we want to remind you to send us your viewer photos if you can do so safely. And now the easiest way to do it, just scan the QR code right there on your screen or head to the website and click the Submit Your Own button. Otherwise, you can email us tips@channel3000.com and stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app, hourly forecasts, road conditions, and your latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. All you have to do is search WISC weather. Well, today marks 1 year since then 13-year-old James Jablonski went missing near Devil's Lake State Park.
Still without answers, his loved ones are coming together this evening in a gathering of hope. Our Maddie Heimsch is at the site where the gathering is set to take place. Maddie?
Yes, Susan, Eric, like you said, tonight's meeting is being called a gathering of hope by family and friends. It's set to start at 6 right here in Sauk County. Like you said, Jablonski disappeared exactly 1 year ago. We're going to take a look here at the timeline of his disappearance. On June 12th, 2023, James Jablonski is reported missing after leaving his home in his parents' van. Later that day, police find the van near Devil's Lake State Park.
A midnight shift found the van parked alongside the road in the middle of the night.
And his cell phone across the highway. Officers also find a makeshift campsite.
I'd say right up
with
in
some
here.
of Jablonski's belongings in a wooded area off Highway 12.
He has a phone charger there. He has a pillow that we know of, so that's a good sign.
In the following days, they come to believe Jablonski's intention is to live off the grid, motivating law enforcement to reduce their presence in the search on June 16th.
We feel like our added presence at this point could continue to just push him further and further away.
Similarly, they ask civilian searchers to cease their efforts. On July 20th, James's dad, Bill, announces a $10,000 reward for the return of his son.
The best outcome and the worst outcome, and it just keeps going through your head either way.
In August, investigators give Bill a polygraph test and announce that he passed.
We feel confident based on our investigation Bill Jablonski was not involved in James's disappearance.
In the following months, James's family continues to search for him. Bill telling News 3 Now in December he refuses to give up.
Feel in my heart that he's still alive, yes, I really do.
The Sauk County Sheriff's Office tells me that while they have no updates to provide today, their team is still working to find James, currently reanalyzing data in hopes of collecting new leads. I'll be right back here at 6 for that gathering, but for now, reporting live in Sauk County, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. Now to new information out of northern Illinois as 3 officers were injured in a shooting. The incident happened in Dixon, Illinois, just 45 minutes south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. According to officials, deputies were called to the scene this morning when family members reported an individual had threatened suicide and homicide. Immediately upon entering, the deputies were greeted by gunfire. 3 deputies were struck and taken to the hospital. The individual was also shot and transported to the hospital.
A 22-year-old Wanakee man is in custody after allegedly driving and then running from Monona police last night. According to police, the suspect was speeding and ran a red light on Stoughton Road. When an officer tried to stop him, he continued driving down Highway 51 towards McFarland. The driver then turned around, went back onto the Beltline where he crashed, attempting to exit onto Fish Hatchery Road. Police say the suspect got out of the car, took off running, but eventually was taken into custody. A loaded gun, drugs, and cash were all recovered by police.
This is the now viral video of the moment a Baraboo parent rushed the stage at the high school's graduation. He pushed the superintendent, seemingly to stop his daughter from shaking hands with him.
And today, our Braden Ross sat down with that superintendent to hear what happened on that stage as he experienced it.
In the week and a half since that video landed on social media, it's brought a worldwide spotlight to the Baraboo community. Dr. Rainey Briggs says that attention is not necessarily welcome, but he hopes talking about the situation can help curb some of the negativity.
Just like with any other community, there are things that happen in those communities that shed some negative light, and we have to be willing to work through those things as a community because the world is watching. The world is watching to see what we do, how we handle these situations, and what it's going to look like moving forward.
Many on social media have speculated the incident was racially motivated. I asked Dr. Briggs what he thought about that. His answer, only that parent can say for sure why he went up on stage that day, but it's certainly not a good look for the district. You can watch my full interview with Dr. Briggs this Sunday morning at 10:30 on For the Record.
All right, Braden, thank you. Tomorrow, Dr. Jill Biden, the First Lady, will be back in Wisconsin, scheduled to be in Green Bay tomorrow afternoon with some local seniors there in what's part of the Seniors for Biden-Harris, a national organizing coalition to mobilize around what's at stake for American seniors in the upcoming election. Officials have not provided a specific location for this visit. The First Lady's been in the Badger State 4 times already this year. She was last in Green Bay back in February.
This isn't the only visit to the Badger State as the campaign season heats up. Former President Trump will also be in Wisconsin soon. Trump will speak at a campaign event at Racine Festival Park in Racine next Tuesday. According to a release from his campaign, he will focus on how Joe Biden has failed Wisconsin. This will be his first visit to the Badger State since his conviction in his New York hush money trial.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court is keeping a lower court's ruling that bans mobile voting sites in the upcoming presidential election. While it's a win for Republicans, the court also ensured that municipalities around the state can determine where to locate early voting sites. They just can't use mobile sites. The order came just ahead of today's deadline for municipalities to designate alternate locations for voters to cast those early absentee ballots. Wisconsin state law prohibits locating any early voting site in a place that gives an advantage to any particular political party.
The Black Men Coalition of Dane County is bringing a powerful message to the stage at Overture Center this weekend with a story about the complexities of the criminal justice system. The Kernel of Truth is a play, and the story is told from the perspective of inmates. It hopes to show audiences the struggles that inmates face, and some members of the production themselves are former inmates.
It really sheds light on many different factors in the prison system, the redemption, some of the abuse, some of the misjustices. You know, I, for one, am formerly incarcerated, and so I fully understand.
In light of recent investigations into the treatment of inmates in the Wisconsin prison system, the performance is generating dialogue at an important time in our state.
There's stuff going on in the state of Wisconsin right now in the prison system, and so it's a right now piece that really speaks hard of what people are going through.
The play starts showings this Saturday at the Overture Center. There is one at 2 p.m. and one at 7 p.m. You can find tickets at the Overture Center's website.
Well, today was a giant leap forward for the world's leading producer of soy sauce, as it'll be bringing a new facility and new jobs to Wisconsin. Kikkoman broke ground in Jefferson County at its new facility. According to the company, the new facility will bring in more than 80 new high-paying jobs to Wisconsin. A Kikkoman plant first made its way to Wisconsin back in the 1970s, settling in Walworth County, and this expansion of a second plant is seen as a necessity as demand for more soy products has increased.
We witnessed the increasing demand for more diversified product, soy-based product. So for the second manufacturing plant in Wisconsin, here in Jefferson, we concentrate in more to that kind of production side.
Kikkoman has a history of giving back to the community as well. Over the last decade, KFI has donated more than $1.5 million to local institutions. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington returns next. His complete first warn forecast.
And heavy rain soaks parts of Florida. A month's worth of rain in one day in Sarasota, as residents there are looking for help from the city.
And on Wall Street, the Dow loses 35 points in midweek trading, but it was the NASDAQ today with a huge 265-point jump. The S&P 500 adds almost 46, and we'll be right back.
Think Sloan's first.
You know, the big thing about Sloan's is the ease of doing business. They make everything simple. We choose Sloan's and John Deere because we have availability of equipment, quality service, quality parts, and they have the ability to keep us up and running.
The Green Tag sales event is on now at Sloan Implements. Get your John Deere 835R Gator with 3.9% for 84 months. That's just $339 per month.
Power up with Sloan's. Think Sloan's first.
I'm going to take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco.
Right now at Feldco, get 2 windows for the price of 1.
Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
You and running have been together for a while now. Fact is, so has Morgan's Good Form Running. Every run is more than just a run. It's about finding oneself. Movement in a new pair of Hokas is good magic. Gear up today at Morgan's Good Form Running. Buy a pair of Hokas and experience the difference. Why run when you can fly?
Experience the comfort and style of Hoka. Visit us here today at Morgan's Good Form Running.
Morgan's Good Form Running, Hilldale.
Turn your old deck into dollars. You can trade in your old deck and earn cash back towards a brand new deck that is backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. All you have to do is visit tradeinmydeck.com, answer a few quick questions, and you'll see your estimated trade-in value instantly. Visit tradeinmydeck.com.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Thunderstorm threats this evening are primarily wind and hail. Coming up at 6, we track the lines of storms.
Then it's been 1 year since 13-year-old James Jablonski went missing. How the community is still holding out hope. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Sunday after the Tonys, a difficult path to parenthood becomes a story of hope.
I could see myself reading a story just like this to my child.
How a local man's late night vision inspired his next chapter to do something good. Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now, voted Best News Operation of the Year 2023 by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Welcome back. As storms grow more powerful, officials are warning residents to be prepared for this hurricane season.
Christian Benavidez reports on what the National Hurricane Center says people impacted should really look for in the forecast of a storm.
Memories of Hurricane Ian still haunt Holly and Skip Messenger. They rode out the storm with their 2 granddaughters. By the time they realized Fort Myers would take a direct hit, it was too late to safely get out.
We thought, you know, where do we go?
This cell phone video is from their 17th floor condo, where they hunkered down in the bathroom and felt the building swaying.
It was awful. It started in the morning, and it never let up.
2 years ago, Ian made a last-minute turn away from the expected landfall in the Tampa Bay area, barreling into southwestern Florida as a Category 4 hurricane.
You have to pay close attention. Shifts can happen.
Patrick Fuller is the Emergency Management Director for Charlotte County, which saw Hurricane Charlie make a last-minute shift in 2004.
The National Hurricane Center gets better and better every year at forecasting storms, but it's not an exact science yet.
Forecasters say it's important for the public to understand that storms are now rapidly intensifying, meaning that a Category 1 could quickly turn into a major hurricane. The National Hurricane Center urges everyone to listen to hurricane and storm surge warnings. Jamie Rome is the deputy director.
And they're highly effective, and they're the most important thing we issue, more important than models, because they're actionable.
If they're up, it means the risk is great enough that you need to take some action to protect your life, protect your property, and listen to those local officials.
In August, the National Hurricane Center will begin testing a new cone graphic, providing more information about risks inland. Forecasters already predict as many as 25 named storms this season, saying now is the time to prepare. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
Meanwhile, parts of Florida were pounded with heavy rain yesterday. According to preliminary totals, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Naples, and Fort Myers all got more than 3 inches of rain. But the city of Sarasota set a new record. In just 1 hour between 7 and 8 p.m. last night, Sarasota saw 3.93 inches of rain. That's according to the National Weather Service. The town saw almost a month's worth of rainfall in 1 day. Residents in that community are frustrated with the city's response.
They need to come out and help, and try to, get something done and help the residents that pay taxes. And like I said before, this is something that they addressed, a few years back, and nothing has been done.
The previous record in Sarasota was 3.03 inches of rain set in January of 2006. Sarasota's average rainfall for the entire month of June is just over 7 inches, with more rain expected there this week. Wow, what a sight. And there's rain in our forecast tonight as well. Alex is watching some storms out there.
Sure I am, Susan. Rain and strong winds, potentially severe, knocking on the doorstep right now of Dane, Greene, Iowa, and Sauk County. This is radar indicated winds to 60 miles per hour. Maybe some hail in this line of thunderstorms that stretches from Dodgeville down to Darlington as it moves off towards the east. Communities that would be in the path of this mesomania here right now at 5:15, Roxbury in just a few minutes at 5:20, Barrie at 5:25 p.m., New Glarus at 5:32 p.m., and Middleton just shortly after 5:30. This line of thunderstorms has had a history of producing damaging winds, and we have wind damage and wind gust reports stretching from Grand County in southwestern Wisconsin clear back over portions of northeastern Iowa. And some of this damage, trees, power lines have been down, reported in Boscobel and in Lancaster, and it's that line that continues to move off towards the east. Looking at our Cream Bee Radio Skycam, conditions are improving as this line of storms moves off to the east, although earlier in our 4 o'clock newscast, that camera was going back and forth. Here in Dane County, you can see the leading edge of this line of thunderstorms stretching from really south to north here in our picture. As we look off to the west off of Lake Mendota here, this would be the time to start heading inside. If you are hearing us and you're down on Lake Mendota, this line of thunderstorms will be here probably in the next 15 to 20 minutes or so as it moves off to the east. 85, it's warm. A little bit on the humid side here in Madison. That dew point at 58, I call this out. When dew points are in the 50s, that usually means that damaging winds are probably going to be the likely threat from thunderstorms. And actually with that drier air could help to limit the activity from getting stronger. So we'll be keeping a close eye on radar trends. This lines up perfectly here. 6 o'clock Madison, a thunderstorm at 80 degrees. We cool down to 78 at 8 o'clock. Still a couple of thunderstorms around, and then the calm before potentially the next storm at a muggy 75 when you dial in for our 10 o'clock newscast. Storm Prediction Center has a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather. Areas north and west of Madison, Monroe, Janesville, Beloit, Watertown, Jefferson, Fort Atkinson, you are all under a marginal risk for severe weather. This is not just for the line that we're seeing right now, but for another line of thunderstorms we're expecting to knock on our doorstep, could wake you up during the wee hours of your Thursday morning. That line of thunderstorms poses a wind and a hail threat, as do the storms that are moving through the area right now. Here's future track showing what that line could look like as it has a bowing shape, meaning damaging winds. Usually those bow-shaped storms have strong gusty winds that races to the southeast from Lone Rock to the Dells north of Madison by 2 o'clock in the morning, and then it's quickly off towards the south and east by 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, we've been tracking the potential for alert day conditions for Thursday, but as I mentioned yesterday, that front is really eyeing up the far southern portion of southern Wisconsin near the Wisconsin-Illinois border around 6 o'clock at night. That would keep the stronger threats of thunderstorms going severe down over Illinois, which is certainly good news. Now, there's more storm chances in our forecast. Father's Day itself could be quite the stormy day as well, and Monday, Tuesday, clear out through the rest of the 10-day forecast. We have on and off storm chances. Definitely be tuning in. We may have some additional alert days as part of that long stretch of active weather. Conditions are going okay on the Beltline right now. A little slow 12 eastbound at 46. Otherwise, conditions right around 60 miles per hour, and that's good because that's the speed limit, which is always nice. 70, 75 east, southbound and northbound down by Janesville and up towards the Wisconsin Dells, 67 miles per hour. Just maybe a little bit slower up in the Dells because you're getting some of that rain. Again, Dane County, that line of thunderstorms is just a few moments away, and we'll be continuing to track it the rest of the evening.
All right, Alex, thank you. And still to come, a basketball icon passes away. Longtime Lakers star and executive Jerry West has died at 86. A look back at his life next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sockberry Healthcare is here to help. To help with your shoulder pain,
Your knee injury.
that hip that bothers you, with your foot or ankle pain.
We focus on quality
We focus on results
and take time to listen.
so that your care is the best care for you.
You.
For you. We're here for you.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics. Listening, healing, caring. It's in our nature.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want the nightlife, the bright lights, I'll put you in the spotlight, light. Yeah. You want style, well now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you what you gotta see. Ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Summertime fun is in full swing in Rosemont. From grand slams to hot jams. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Now at Menards. Clean up the garage, basement, or workshop with a new wet-dry vacuum from ShopVac. This 12-gallon, 5.5 peak horsepower vacuum works great for everyday messes. Only $89.99 after rebate. Johnson laser distance meters can go where a tape measure can't. It reaches up to 85 feet and captures length, area, and volume. Pick it up for $32.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Slow down and savor the moment with Madison Magazine. Learn why doing less does a mind and body good. Then welcome to the dinner party. Local experts set the table with tips for an unforgettable event. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. And the winner is Madison Magazine. Proud to earn 11 Milwaukee Press Club Awards for excellence in Wisconsin journalism. And the top prize for civic journalism in this year's National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation. That's right, half off your entire project. You can save thousands. Empire's 50-50-50 sale won't last long. Don't miss 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the Madison area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsonsolarenergy.com or give us a call.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Jerry West, the Hall of Fame basketball player and executive whose silhouette is said to have been the model for the NBA logo, has died at the age of 86.
James Brown looks back at the life of this basketball icon.
Jerry West was a 14-time All-Star, part of the Los Angeles Lakers squads that went to 9 NBA Finals, including winning it all in 1972. He was named Finals MVP in 1969, despite losing the series, the only player to have ever earned that distinction. West went on to become the general manager of the Lakers, helping build the Showtime dynasty and winning 8 NBA championships. Later, he worked as an executive for the Memphis Grizzlies, the Golden State Warriors, and the Los Angeles Clippers. In 2019, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from then-President Donald Trump.
I was a dreamer. My family didn't have much, but we have a clear view of the Appalachian Mountains, and I'd sit alone on our front porch and wonder, if I ever make it to the top of that mountain, what will I see on the other side? Well, I did make it to the other side, and my dreams have come true.
Reaction is pouring in. LeBron James expressed his condolences, tweeting, "My mentor, my friend. Hopefully I continue to make you proud. You're already missed." West, whose statue is displayed outside the Crypto.com arena in L.A., is also notable for being the inspiration for the NBA's logo. The league has never officially confirmed he was the model, but never disputed it either. James Brown, CBS News.
West was selected to the Basketball Hall of Fame 3 times as a player, as a member of the U.S. 1960 Olympic team, and he will be enshrined later this year as a contributor. We'll get a final check of the forecast when we come back.
Here's to the farm and fleet dads, the ones who work hard to get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love, like men's Carhartt Force Gear, 25% off. 80-count Victor Allen's brew cups, just $20.99. $60 off this DeWalt shop stool with casters, $99.99. And save $40 on a DeWalt 6-gallon wet or dry vac, $79.99.
Find value at Glenn's Farm and Fleet.
Tom also lost $30 million in crypto. Tom, how did you fall for that? I mean, even Gronk was like, me know that not real money. Like,
you saw her take down the Forum at the greatest roast of all time, the roast of Tom Brady. Here comes Nikki Glazer, Alive and Unwell Tour. Saturday, September 14th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. She's alive and unwell. Don't miss Nikki Glazer.
We're looking for 200 homeowners this month interested in getting new landscape borders. Our cutting-edge materials and installation process ensures that your borders will not fade, discolor, or disconnect and will look beautiful for years to come. All covered by our extensive lifetime warranty. Visit the website or call the number for your new borders today.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life. Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit. After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together, we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
And we go back to Alex as some potentially severe weather's knocking on our door just to our west.
It is really, quite frankly, here in Dane County. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Dane, Greene, Iowa, and Sauk until 6 o'clock. Winds are the main threat from this storm. Can't rule out a little bit of some hail, but see that green line just west of Madison, east of Mount Horeb? That's those gusty winds blowing out ahead of this line of storms. When it's that far ahead, it could be a sign that the line of thunderstorms is actually weakening.
All right.
It's good news.
Yeah, okay, you'll keep us updated. We'll be back in 30 minutes on News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is up next.